Hey everyone, it's Richard S. back with another video at Richard's Vinyl Taphouse. This month I wanted to break up my May finds into kind of two different groups. And the first group that I'll show are albums I picked up because of being influenced by members of the VC via YouTube. So, first off, thank you to Lloyd Boone, World of Music out in Australia. He did a response to Rob Walker's video about A to Z albums from 2000 on, and he name dropped Dope Lemon several times, and it got me questioning. He described him as psychedelic folk shoegaze, which made my ears perk up. Started streaming some of it and was really intrigued enough to hunt this down. I found it on the cheap on eBay. A double album called Rose Pink Cadillac. And comes on a beautiful, 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 beautiful hot pink vinyl. That is bubblegum pink, folks. Dang. Dope pink. How would I describe him? Well, first of all, dope. Did I say dope pink? Dope. I'm still on the pink vinyl. Dope Lemon is a solo ex-folky Angus Stone out of Australia. Used to kind of pair up with his sister to do albums. Now he's doing solo work as Dope Lemon. I get the feeling it's more like, folk psych. Sounds to me like kind of Kurt Vile, a little bit more woozy, dreamy, floaty. I'm finding this is going to be my summer album. I'll be playing it quite a lot. Some really great tracks across the whole thing. Massive gatefold, stunning artwork, several other albums. This one's from 2021, and I highly recommend that one. Yeah, it has that sort of Kurt Vile sound to it. My next influencer is Ross Goodall out of Edinburgh, UK, Scotland. He does really detailed videos about either album finds or album rankings, or breakdowns of albums he bought track by track. I found out about a lot of interesting bands from him, but he mentions the Lathams quite often. This is their debut album. Oh gosh, what's it called? Oh yes, How Beautiful Life Can Be. Um, I think it was a ranking he was doing of their newest album, and I started kind of looking them up and again streaming some of the songs. Really fell in love with this one. Sounds a lot to me kind of like House Martins meets the Smiths. The Lathams are out of Greater Manchester. Jangle Pop, yeah, House Martins kind of came to mind immediately. This is an alternate version of the debut albums, a double album gatefold on kind of a gold. It looks very green on this, like olive, but it's gold color vinyl. The first album is the studio album itself, which is excellent. There's not a bad track on this one at all. The second album is acoustic versions of the entire album, so you kind of get two different takes of the album. I love this one, so highly recommended, and thank you, Ross, for telling me about that one. I also found their second album by the Lathams. This one is From Nothing to a Little Bit More. 2023, this one came out. I picked this one up because it was on the cheap on Amazon. It was like, why not? Kind of give me a deeper dive into it. I love that album cover. This one didn't strike me quite as hard or as strongly as the first one. It does have that sort of House Martins take, but you could tell they're kind of moving to a little bit more, not mainstream, but more contemporary sound than that sort of jangly pop. My biggest gripe about this is that the singer really wants to sing at the top of his range a lot, and then to me it just grates a little bit. But again, good album. I haven't tried out their third one yet. That came out, I think, last year. Who's next? Ben Rankins. How could I forget Ben Rankins? Our friend in Australia really got me interested in exploring Roland S. Howard. And he said, "Oh, maybe try this album, maybe try that album," and then I found the the documentary movie Autoluminescent, which is up for free on Amazon Prime if you have Amazon Prime. Absolutely fascinating story of his life. He died fairly early at 50, 2009, liver cancer. But I went ahead and picked up uh, Ben recommended the Pop Crimes album. This is stunningly good. Um, I could best describe it to me. If you've never heard Roland S. Howard, it's sort of a cross between dark David Bowie and Lou Reed, maybe. The guy is a stunning guitarist. There's like little effects and things throughout this whole thing. This is an absolutely wonderful album that I can highly recommend. 2009, I think this is a later reissue, but absolutely excellent album and pretty easy to find too. The last one, number 5, is courtesy of one Alex at Beer and Vinyl. So Alex did a in-depth interview with M Ross Perkins several weeks ago, and I watched the whole thing. And in a post somewhere along the way, he was like, "Hey, if you drop a comment on that video, name dropping an Ohio band, you'll be entered in a contest to get M. Ross Perkins' latest album." So I did. And I name dropped the Laughing Chimes, the album that I picked up last month, because they're out of, I think it's Athens or Dayton, Ohio. It's one of the two. But guess who won the contest? Yes, I did. Yay. Thank you, Alex, so much. This album it only arrived yesterday. I've played it twice already. All of side one of this, well, first of all, this is M. Ross Perkins. It's What's the Matter with M. Ross. It is on that, it's on the Karma Chief Records of the coal mine umbrella of artists. This is also stunning. To me, it has, to me, especially side one, has a very Beatles White Album feel to it. How he's put this together, the production on here is just I'm not going to say stunning. I've said it already. How about amazing? It's just such a well-produced album. I think everything I've heard out of the Coal Mine catalog, it's just that's always stood out. They're well-produced albums. Super, super, super album. There's a lot of tracks on here for one album, but it definitely works. Check out this, very interesting splatter. But yeah, so contest winner. So could that count as VCLT or contest winner? Anyway, Lloyd Boone, Ross Goodall, Ben Rankins, and Alex. I will link all of your channels, of course, in the description. Go check out their work because they are well and truly vinyl community influencers. They influenced me to go out and buy some cool stuff. That's the end of video number 1. Video number 2 will be like other things I picked up in May. I picked up quite a lot this month for some reason. I'm trying not to spend money, but it's not working. Anyway, I will talk to you all soon for video number 2. Take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye.